welcome, all beauties. This is Tiff J, and this is Tiff J with Beauty Minutes. Today is the start of my new channel. I'm so excited. It's been a long time coming. A lot of my followers and people who are so supportive of me and my makeup have been waiting for this channel to get started, and I'm sorry. I am a big time procrastinator. But anyway, I finally decided today is the day. And today is the day. It just is the day. Like, you gotta just do it. I mean, it's hard when it's a new channel. You're worried about, how to get started, what to do, what to buy, what to have. But I decided that we're just gonna figure it out together as we go. And we're gonna make this channel successful. You know, really all I am is a woman who loves makeup. It's my passion. It's not something that, you need per se. You hear lots of people like, you don't need makeup. You don't need makeup. You don't need to do this. You don't need to do that. And I realize that, but I love, 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 love makeup because I love the colors and the brightness and all the different things that you can do to express yourself. And that's what I feel like makeup really is, another way to express yourself. And I mean, it can do your different moods and the way you're feeling about things. And it's just a way to just kind of express yourself to the world, another way anyway. So today, brand new channel, brand new, wonderful. Here I am coming to you, an everyday woman just doing her beats. People enjoy them from time to time. They tell me, hey, who does your makeup? And it made me start thinking, well, I do my own makeup. And they're like, wow, you do a really good job. Can you do mine? And I'm like, or can I see it somewhere? So I thought, why not try a YouTube channel? Just an everyday working woman with a child and, everyday life, just doing makeup and just kind of expressing myself through my looks and my beats that I pull off, for myself. I love the fact that there's so many beauty influencers and people doing makeup today, so I'm excited that, there's a space for all of us out there to kind of just get on YouTube, express ourselves, and do the things that make us happy. If you saw in my thumbnail today, I have brand new channel, brand new palette. So let's get started with that. We want to talk about first, on this channel, like I said, a lot of this will be like, tutorials, we can get ready together. We can chit chat. I just want it to be all things makeup, all things beauty, actually, is what I'm saying. Anything. It can be makeup, hair. Believe me, I'm getting some new do's soon. So all this stuff I want to go ahead and go over, and just the things that make us happy and make us who we are. So today we want to talk about the brand new palette that I got. It's a lot of controversy around it, so I'm not really sure how that's going to work, but I'm excited to play with it. It's already purchased. It's already something that I've been wanting to try. I'm going to open it with you guys, and we're going to get into it, and we're going to see how it looks on our face. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. I know a lot of times I take my time and I try to, figure out what look I want or what colors I want to put together. I love putting together different colors that a lot of people wouldn't do. But I kind of mapped out what I want to do today because I don't want to have you guys on the channel for too long. You kind of want to fill out who I am, and if you want to, follow me and get to know me on this channel. So I would suggest that you give me a couple tries. This is my first time, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And hopefully you'll hit the like button if you enjoy this video. We will be discussing the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2. I don't know if you can see it with the light. Palette that has a lot of controversy around it right now. I just recently got it in the mail, and I decided when I started my channel, I would go ahead and do this one first. So we're going to get into it. I'm going to unbox it. We're going to put it on. We're going to see how it feels. We're going to see how the colors go. If it's, if it's the pigment is good and all those good things. Okay, guys. So right after this, we're going to get into it. Okay. If you're still here, I have taken it out of the box, and the colors are absolutely beautiful. I'm going to show you the colors here. I'm going to take the plastic off here so you can see. See all the really pretty colors? I like the names too. They're very nice. The names, let me put the plastic over here, are certified, no joke, flawed and awed, a moment, stay true, I'm in it. What is it? G Money. Tell ya, love handles, feeling myself, positive tea. Hey, these are good ones. Therapy sesh, hey, not my journey, good place. So these are all good ones, but I'm thinking I want to do kind of colorful. If you can't really see my shirt, I have to but there's a lot of colors on my shirt, and I want to do a colorful look today. So I've already mapped out the colors I think that I want to do for the channel today. But first, what I always do, and a lot of people start off with foundation. I'm going to go ahead and start off with eyebrows. I always do eyebrows first. Just because, I don't know why. I always have. I don't have much hair, as you can see. But, you know, it is what it is. We all have what we have. I did a lot of razoring, arching, and stuff like that when I was younger in high school. And that's what left me with barely any hair left. So I kind of have to draw it in more than others. I know a lot of people are just filling in their eyebrows. I'm basically drawing a whole new eyebrow. I'm starting off with my e.l.f. Clear Brow and Lash Gel. I don't know if you can see it. Sorry. There we go. If you could see that. It's just like $2 at Target, Walgreens, all those different places. And it just lays my brows down better. And I feel like it helps them not get as greasy. It kind of lays the base so that you can go ahead and start drawing your eyebrows in. I let that, we'll use the clear that was over the eyeshadow. I let that dry. Yes, 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 honey. Okay, so you let it dry. And then you, next, it was so funny because I used to use, what is it, Benefits Cosmetics. I used all those different ones that I liked for eyebrows. But a lot of times with me not having much hair, it came off as too markerish. So surprisingly, this e.l.f. $2 brow pencil in the shade Deep Brown has actually been my favorite lately. And you don't think a lot of times e.l.f. and all these, products that are, affordable will be the ones that'll actually provide the best results for you. But lately, like I said, e.l.f. has been my go-to. So shocking, I can appreciate e.l.f. and the things that they provide, So this one has been actually looking the most natural to me on my brows. I'm going to go ahead and start. Hopefully it's dry now. I'm going to start drawing on the brow. And really what I'm doing is tracing the eyebrow as much as possible to make it look as natural as possible is what you want to do. Now also, I want to say, all brows are not created equal. I use my finger a lot, guys, so please, if that's something you're not, I promise my hands are clean. But, it's one of those things that, like I was saying, all brows are not created equal. So they're going to be a lot of different ways that you do your brows, And it's really what feels the best to you. So I kind of just do strokes or to kind of fill it in like hair-like strokes. I'm going to try to trace the brow as much as possible. Sometimes I might want like a thicker, more dramatic brow, but most of the time, it's just a more natural looking brow, or as natural as possible. Like I said, when you don't have much hair, you're kind of drawing it anyhow, so you get it as close as you possibly can. Also, you try to make them look more like sisters instead of cousins, your brows, okay? Because sometimes them brows be completely off, and I know it. So I try my best to try to, but that's the beauty of concealer, because you can always use concealer to kind of go, and I'll show you in a minute how I do that. After I fill these in. Because concealer can kind of scope out the brows the way that you want them to be. You want to give them a little arch. You want to give them a little deeper out arch than usual. Whatever it is that you're feeling that day, you can do. That's the beauty of makeup. You know, you can make a mistake and nobody even know it because you're able to cover it up with things like concealer and powder and, you know, drawing back over it and starting again. Sometimes I'll even use my foundation when I mess up here at top of my brow to kind of cover it. You would never tell, and those are the best brows that day. And you're like, wow, I was so worried about the brow and messing it up and not having a match really, really well. And they look fine because the concealer was able to conceal my mistake. All right. So I'll use a V. Why can't I talk right now, guys? The brush thing. What's what we'll say right now. So you kind of brush them in and I like it lighter there to kind of look more natural. Almost make it look like little hair strokes that's going up. You're kind of brushing it up like hair would look. Since I have to imitate hair, I don't have much of it. So I gotta make it look as hairy as possible. Okay, so I'm gonna brush up a little bit and lighten it up. And then I'm gonna go in and get the parts that I brushed too much and made little spaces. All right, so ta-da, that's a brow. And that'll work for me today. I just really want to get into this palette. So I'm going a little faster than I would normally with my brows. I would take a little bit longer and make them look a little nicer. But like I said, we're going to just kind of work with them and we're going to get the concealer on it and we're going to work it out. We're going to make it work, guys. Okay. All right, so I am going to use which I have to get some more while I'm out today, LA Girl Pro Concealer to put under my brows, okay? I don't know if you can see it. And the color is Creamy Beige. I probably need like a tan or something, but at this point, we're gonna go with the Creamy Beige. I like a little bit lighter of a concealer to go under the brows because you're going to completely do the whole eyelid. All right. So now we'll just go in with our arch brush. This is one of my favorite Morphe arch brushes. I love Morphe, guys. One of my favorites. It's affordable company, makeup company, and I just love their product. This is the Morphe E29 brush, which is an arch brush. I will add everything down in the comments of what I'm using today. And I'm just going to go under and make the brows look crisp and almost as though you went and got them arched with the concealer. And I'm going to go ahead and do the whole lid. So that's how you would do one full lid. You just really are arching under the brow with the concealer and the arch brush, which is the E29 Morphe brush. And all I did was cover the complete lid with concealer. I'm going to go next and take my Laura Mercier powder, which is one of my favorite translucent powder. It's a loose setting translucent powder. It's Laura Mercier, one of my favorites for powder. And what's going to happen is I'm going to take my beauty blender, one of them that's over here. And I'm going to put it over the part that I just concealed on my eye. Also, since my eyebrows do get very oily, and I'm thinking that's because I don't have the hair, I'm going to put some over the eyebrow as well. I'm gonna go ahead and do the next eye off camera so that we can speed this up a little bit and get onto foundation and this wonderful palette. Okay guys, also I have decided after I put the eyebrow and the concealer and got everything ready on the other side of my face, I want to go ahead and put the color corrector under my eyes. I use a, this isn't my normal color corrector, but this is something I'm trying from Sephora. It's the It's Cosmetics Your Skin But Better color corrector, and it's in the shade Rich. So this is a little bit darker than what I would use, and it's not, I usually use the Melon from Sephora, the Sephora brand. But under my eyes, I need it because I have dark circles, and this is a color corrector. So this is gonna help with those dark circles. So under your foundation, it won't look so dark still. And I have already applied some under there. You can put as much as you need to kind of blot out those dark circles. And I just use a beauty blender to bounce it under there. And then I put a little bit of Laura Mercier under there as well to set that. And you're using the powder to set your eyelid and under your eyes so that it doesn't crease once you get your foundation and also your eyeshadow on. So I'm going to use some more Laura Mercier for underneath there. See, it's already brightened up under my eyes. And that way you don't have to worry about it creasing under there, but it's also brightening up under there, under your eyes, the dark circles. All right. I feel like it makes me look more awake when you get that orange, and it makes your eyes kind of pop and make it more brighter. So that's a good thing. All right. So next, I'm going to go ahead and jump into this palette. I'm so excited. Okay, first I want to start off with, you know, you usually use a transitioning color when you're putting your eyeshadow on, and that's going to be like a color that you're going to transition from that color to the next color. It's like a more of a smooth kind of transition into each color as you go. I usually use, can't talk, 2 or 3 colors eyeshadow. Today I think I'm going to go with 3 because there's so many beautiful colors in this palette. I just really couldn't decide how to boil it down. I want to go ahead and dive into an orange. I usually use an orange as a transition color, and I think the color that we're going to use today is going to be orange. Feeling myself. Let's go with this one. So this is Feeling Myself. I'll be dabbing into this orange for my transition color, and this will be the color that I'll spread all over my lid. Let me get my brush in there, and we're gonna just dive in. Ooh, the pigment is really pretty. You can see the orange. And I'm just gonna get it all over my lid. See how pretty that orange is? Very nice. I'm feeling it. And that's why it's called I'm Feeling Myself. Okay, over the lids. And I want it all over the lids. You can do it in a circular motion. You could do it in a sweeping motion. I really just say whatever works best for you to go ahead and get that pigment on there and that colorful palette you're creating on your eye for yourself. And we're starting out with Feeling Myself. How could you not feel yourself with this pretty orange? All right. Very nice. I like it. So far, so good. See how bright and pretty? All right. Now, I also see that she has a really pretty yellow looking color in the palette that I just can't keep my eyes away from. And I kind of want to lighten up the orange. It's a little darker than what I wanted to go for, that I thought it would be a little lighter, but it's not. It's darker, and that's okay. Sometimes you can't tell in the pan what color it's going to be on your skin. And the orange is a little bit brighter than what I was expecting it to look like. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a little bit of the yellow. I'm going to use a different brush for that. Another Morphe, of course. Are you surprised? All right. And we're going to take the yellow, which is this one we're going to dip into, called No Joke. No Joke. Okay. So we're going to dip into that, and we're going to go ahead and get the outer lines around the orange. All right. And it can mix in a little bit, make it kind of an orangey, yellowy kind of feel. That kind of lightens up the orange, gives you a little orange, a little yellow around the edge there. Almost like a sunsetty type of feel. I like it. All right. Now that we've lightened up the orange a little bit more to my liking, I want to go in with one of those beautiful purples. Okay. So the purple that I think I'm going to choose is going to be Not My Journey. Okay. So I'm going to show you that one next. I'm going to go with a smaller brush. Of course, Morphe. It's going to be this one. Smaller brush. It's not as poofy as the blending brushes. So it's going to be Not My Journey. This one down here. All right. And what I want to do with the Not My Journey purple as I dip my brush in, and you don't have to dip too much because the pigment is awesome. See? I'm going to just go right over that orange. Not all the way, but halfway through, up. I'm going to start packing in that purple. You can either twirl it or you can start packing it in, however you feel best doing it. I like the best payoff of the pigment. And then you can start working it out, kind of blending it through the orange there. Halfway through, you still want the orange and the yellow to be behind the purple because it's giving you that little sunset feel that we're liking here. Okay? You can see. It's looking nice. All right, so this eye we're going to start packing it in. And again, this is Not My Journey. It's the color of the purple in the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. You're stamping it in there right in the middle, and you want to kind of start blending it in to the middle of that orangey yellow color that we have behind it. You stamp it in where you want it and blend it on out. I just go and I try to match them up as best as I possibly can to get your eyes matching in the way that you want them to look. You know, guys, I've had so many beauty influencers that I just love that teach me these different techniques and things that I get from this. And, you know, I just, after watching them, I felt like I can do this. You know, I don't have to go and, you know, necessarily pay beauty artists and makeup artists to do my eyes. I can learn for myself, you know, and my makeup and things like that. And that's kind of how I want you guys to feel. I want you to feel like, hey, I can do that. You know, it's just all about how you want it to look and how you want, you know, what you want to get out of it, you know. And I just practice, and that's all I did. I just watched tutorials, and I mean, I love Jeffree Star and James Charles, and I love Jaclyn Hill's beautiful makeup that she comes out with. Nikki Tutorials, So Chanel, one of my absolute favorites. I used to watch her all the time, and she was not only beautiful and wonderful at her makeup and her craft, but she also was just the normal woman who came out watching different tutorials and things like that on YouTube like me, and kind of got it together that way for herself. To where she just started doing it on camera and learning and kind of just doing what looked right for her and what felt right for her, and kept building upon her craft until now she has a huge following. And, you know, it's just something that you can definitely do if you put your mind to it and you just kind of, you know, build on the things that you're learning from these YouTube tutorials and videos and things such as this, and just kind of watch and try it. Practice makes perfect. I'm definitely not the best, but I do what's best for me and what I like, you know? So you see that beautiful sunset kind of feel and the purple of Not My Journey. So right now we have Feeling Myself first, and then to kind of fill out the edges around Feeling Myself is the color No Joke, which is the yellow. That makes it give it more a sunsetty color. And then we have the Not My Journey on top of it all, which is the purple. And I'm just packing in the purple because I like the deepness of it. And I'm just kind of patting it in with my brush and blending it out through the orange. So it gives it more of a smoky kind of feel over the orange, which is the Feeling Myself. All right, you just do it. So whenever you feel like it all matches and looks good, you try. And a lot of times the eyes never really look the same, but good thing, usually it's only you who notice. I feel like we're our toughest critics. Like, everybody else is like, oh, that's so beautiful. And I'm like, what, girl, you don't see this part that's hanging out here and this part? And they're like, what are you talking about? So it's really that you're more tough on yourself. All right. So right now we got that on, and now I still, yes, I know it's a lot of colors, but I still want to add more because there's so many beautiful colors. And I want to go ahead and, it's got a little bit of fallout in the pan, but that's okay. This is eyeshadow. It's going to fall out. It's going to, you know, it's going to fall out, and it's going to be, you know, on your face. But on my face, I actually don't see much of a fallout, just a little bit of the purple, Not My Journey, but that's okay. That's okay. That's why we got Kleenex and things like that. And that's why I don't put my foundation on first, because foundation goes over it and cleans it all up. So that's fine with me. It doesn't bother me at all. Some people are bothered by fallout and they want to know if it has a lot of fallout. I don't feel as though this one has a lot of fallout on my face, but I wanted a little bit more with the purple over here on this side. I feel like it's not as deep as the other side. Like I said, we're our own worst critics. You guys might say it looks the same, but to me, a little bit more purple. I like purple. All right. Okay, guys, we're going on to the next color. Otherwise, I'll stay on this purple forever because it's so pretty. All right. Next, I have to have more colors. So what I'm going to do here, because there's just too many colors just to do these few. The color that I'm going to dip into next, I'm so excited, is, let's see if you guys can guess which one it's going to be. Which one is it going to be? What do you think? Okay, I'll tell you. Living my best life. You got it. Red. It's going to be red, you guys. On top of Not My Journey. Okay, we're going to do the red. So, what I'm going to do for this next step is take out one of my favorite Morphe brushes, because it makes it so easy to do a cut crease. A cut crease is when I'm going to cut my crease out with concealer. And I'm going to then add the makeup. Oh, well, I'm going to add some powder on top so that it doesn't crease. We always say that when you put the concealer, I'm going to put a little bit of powder on top, the Laura Mercier again, so that it doesn't crease when I go ahead and put this eyeshadow on top of that. And I'm going to go ahead and do the Living My Best Life, which is the red. And I'm going to do it with the Morphe M224. It's going to look orange like this. And it cuts out a really nice, cut crease. I feel like people like to do their cut creases perfectly, but I feel like it's not that serious. Because I feel like I said, all eyes, all eyebrows, all that, I keep saying it's not created equal. And they're not always going to be exactly the same, which is fine. I'm okay with that. But you just kind of carve out how much you want to put on top of that lid. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by carving out from the corner here where exactly I want to put the red. And I'm going to make it like an oval. You get some on your eye, like I said, it's fine. You still haven't put your foundation on yet. And you cut. And I know some people are like, well, why did you put all that purple if you're going to put some more eyeshadow on top? I just feel like it's easier because you never really know where your cut crease is going to go. This way you have the purple underneath coming out the side a little bit here. I know you're using a lot of product doing that, but guys, it is what it is. So you're cutting out your crease here. Like I said, my cut creases, they can tend to be a little sloppy, but it just depends on if you're like a perfectionist with your cut crease. You can definitely do it a lot neater. For me, I'm really just carving out where I want my red to go. That's all. You can make it smaller, bigger, however you want to do it. So you see how I've cut out a piece where I'm going to put my red. Okay. Get something in your eye. I'm going to also do the same thing on the other side. And here's where the hard part goes. I'm actually using I should tell you, my Juvia's Place, another one of my favorite makeup companies that's very affordable and very good quality product. And this is the concealer. It's in the lighter shade. They don't really have names on their stuff, so I couldn't tell you exactly what it is, but I can look and put it down in the comments what it is. Which shade it would be. I think they only have a few shades in that one. And I use this because it was a lighter one. It's easier to put the red over it. This cut crease is real raggedy, y'all. Ooh, y'all gonna talk about me. But we're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. All right, so we're putting the concealer, we're doing our cut crease here. Just like the other eye. A little purple still sticking out there. And like I said, everything's fixable with makeup. So if you get too much here, a little too there, or some under your eye, it's all fixable. You can always build on this side if you did too much on that side and you want to look a lot like. We're just gonna work it as we go. And don't worry if the purple's like, We did all that purple and now it's almost gone. That's okay. We're going to work it out. Trust me. All right. So now that I feel like I have the cut crease that I want right now, I'm ready to put the Living My Best Life right after I use my powder, again, the Laura Mercier, to, I'm gonna use a brush this time to pat it into that, into my eyelid so that I don't crease the Living My Best Life. Right? Trying to go faster here, guys. Like I said, I usually take a while to get things together. And this is actually faster for me, believe it or not. So I'm usually not talking, so talking can kind of slow you down a bit. All right, next, we're going to use another Morphe. Well, actually, lies. This is Carity E32. And I like this brush because it has a smoother kind of brush that's easily pats the color in. So I'm going to go ahead and dip into Living My Best Life. And I'm going to put it where the cut crease is. Ooh, look how pretty. That's so pigmented. I love. Don't worry if it falls out. You still haven't put your foundation on. So just pack that red in. Because you want it to be nice and bright over that concealer that you put on. All right. So you're going to pack in that Living My Best Life right over the cut crease that you created for this beautiful color. How pretty. All right. Very pretty red. And a lot of times reds are very difficult. They're not as pigmented, or they don't go on as nicely as this one does. So I'm very impressed. All right, and I'm going to do the same to the other eye. Pack it in. I always tend to hold this eye. The other eye I don't have to hold. This one I always tend to hold straight out so I can get right in there. I don't know what that's all about, but all right. Very pigmented red. Woo, the fallout. Like I said, I'm putting foundation. Don't worry too much about it. I just don't want it to get too red. You see that red, guys? Gosh, that's a nice red. Okay, now here's what we do next. We're gonna go back in with that purple brush that I used for the purple for the Not My Journey, and we're gonna dip back into Not My Journey. And we're gonna take it and kind of pull it over the red. Make it smoky a little bit here. Smoke it out so that you only really have the tip. Now you're just kind of going back in and putting that purple back where you had it, but now it almost looks like you're kind of, the red kind of came through They were kind of like, the red is kind of coming out of the purple, it looks more like. I'm gonna do the same on this side. I'm gonna pat the purple back over the red. You still can see the orange at the top there. You're seeing the purple and the red. All right. All right. Make sure you can add if the colors aren't looking, or if you touched it or whatever, you can add as you go. And tell us to your liking. It's really what you like. If you want the colors to be lighter, you can always lightly apply, but you can also pat in the colors if you want them to be brighter. Just really what your preference is. I like bright. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do some eyeliner. I'm gonna go ahead and use, surprise, surprise, e.l.f. again. I like this e.l.f. Liquid, kind of like a marker liner. I'm gonna go ahead and start with this eye. Start from the corner. And kind of come back down. And you have a little wing liner. Make it as deep or fat as you want it. However you like. Remember, you're gonna put your lash on. This one's gonna be, I try to create them as closely as possible, but sometimes that's hard too. They look similar. As long as they look similar, you're doing a good job. I mean, we always have one eye that's better than the other, or one that cooperates better. I know you know what I'm saying with that. I have one foot that feels like it's bigger than the other, one arm. This is how it works, guys. So we work with what we got. How about that? How we looking? Okay, so now we're going to put a little bit of mascara on before we get these lashes together. Yes, Now, I was telling you before, one of my favorite beauty influencers and makeup artists is Soso Chanel. I order her lash box every month, and you get a surprise lash in there. And you never know what's going to be, but it's always going to be so something after her name, Soso Chanel. So this is the latest lash that I've gotten in February. I'll be getting my next one in March. I think it's the 18th. And this is her. See how beautiful she is? Soso Chanel. And these are the lashes that I will be putting on today. Dramatic, honey. Yes. Okay, so this one is so impressive. So impressive. I like. All right, so I'm going to use some mascara. And this is through Avon. See, you never know. Avon True Color mascara. And this is Black Noir. And I'm just going to put a little bit on my lashes so that they can blend in nicely with the Soso Chanel lashes. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on the lashes. And I usually like to use what happened to my glue? Here it is. It's, ooh, don't look at the package, guys. It's pretty bad. But it's called Super Strong Hold, and it's by Kiss. It's one of my favorites. One of the backup ones that I would use would be the Dual, and it's the green kind because it's very nurturing. It moisturizes your eyelashes with vitamins. So this one's supposed to be good to help your actual natural lashes. A lot of times putting all that glue and stuff on it can be hard on your lashes. So do them a favor and give them some vitamins, okay? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take these lashes out, and I'm gonna go ahead and put some glue on it so that we can get these on with this look. Let's see. Lashes really just give you a more pulled together look after all that, all the eyeshadow that you add and makeup. Just gives you a finishing look, just like foundation. I used to have a problem with foundation because I feel like it made me feel so cluttered and packed in, but nowadays they're making a lot of the foundations where they're lighter feeling, they're doable, they're easy to work with, they're easy to deal with, and they're not so harsh. So ones before I felt like you were packing on like a whole nother skin. So now they're more doable. So right now I'm going ahead and I'm putting the glue on the lash. And I think next time I tape, I'm gonna have to move the camera back a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so I'm putting the glue on the lash. See, with my lash holder. All right. I'm gonna lay it down and I'm gonna do the next one. And then as I do that, I want to add a little bit of the shadow that I have on my lid under my eye. But I want to do that after I put my foundation on. So we'll do that first before I put the lashes on and everything. I like to put my foundation on anyhow. Lashes is usually the last step for me. Or one of the last steps. Not the lash steps. One of the last steps that I do with makeup. I think it's just because I don't want to do a lot of fooling around and messing around and knocking them and all this stuff. I want them just to be on and dry and be done with it. Okay. Now, I'm going to put a little bit of primer on. It's just a Mary Kay primer that I use from time to time. Put that under my foundation. I'm gonna put it all over. You're gonna have it all around your neck, really, foundation, so you want it all over. Push your hair back a little bit. Always comb that out later. All right. Okay, now, the two foundations that I'll be using today is I have a stick foundation through Juvia's Place. And this one is Hanimal. And it's a lighter one. I'm going to mix it with my other Juvia's Place, which is I Am Magic foundation. This is a really good one. And this one is in the shade Punta Cana. Hey, that's where my brother will actually be going for his vacation. So I'll be wearing where my brother is going, Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic. All right, so I just put a couple of lines for my Hanimal. I want to scare you guys. And I have my beauty blender that's already wet. I prefer a beauty blender. Some people prefer a brush. It's really your preference. A lot of makeup is going to be your preference. And I'm going to put a little dot on my beauty blender. A little bit more than a dot. You can always add more if you need to. But like I said, my beauty blender is damp. And then I'm just going to bounce. I'm going to bounce in the color of the Panama along with the Punta Cana. And it's already damp, so it's spreading nicely. Make sure you don't mess with your wings so much. Your wing eyeliner. Just kind of get around everything and you can kind of get the beauty blender to kind of do what you want it to do. Squeeze it a certain way to make it go on your face the way it should. And you're cleaning up and everything is coming to be more cleaned up. All that fallout is going away so nicely and it's starting to look nice and fresh. You're going to drag your foundation down. Yes, all on your neck. Get your eyebrows. Sometimes I'll conceal my eyebrows at the top. Sometimes I don't. It just depends. I know some people do it with a darker one up top and a lighter one underneath, but it just depends on what you want to do, what works best for you. You're going to hear me say that a lot because I just feel like it's just really what works best for that person. I can't tell you how to do your eyebrows because your eyebrows probably have more hair than mine. I would almost guarantee and bet that on my life. So, get it. Get that foundation all around. We're going to drag it down our neck. We want it to match. We don't want your neck to be a different color and your face to be a different color. That's not cute. Okay. When you feel as though you are completely, you might even have to add sometimes. Thinking on this side, I might need to add a little bit more. We're going to get our contouring stuff out. And I also use Morphe. I just got Morphe contouring stick. So here's my Morphe contouring stick. I'm telling you guys, you can use just about anything Morphe and have a beautiful beat. Okay, so this is in, the color is going to be Effect 18. I like a darker contour just because I feel like you can blend it out as much as you possibly need to. So that's why it's okay with me. So what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of put it all over here. Put it on the nose. Mm-hmm. How do I look? Okay. And then we can also go back and use that lighter stick, which is the Panama with the Juvio's Place. It's a contouring stick. And we can lighten up under our eyes here. And a little down the nose. Why not? All right. Hey guys. Look trivial. Okay, here we go. We're going to just use our beauty blender, the other side that we didn't use for the foundation when we were founding, and we're going to kind of push it. We're going to bounce it into our skin, but we're going to be kind of moving it back into our hairline. What we're doing is kind of putting a shadow back into our face that we took away with that foundation. So we're creating those shadows and things that we removed when we put the foundation on. We're going to create a beautiful kind of cheek line here. I'm just going to bounce it in. You can see that. And you bounce, 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 bounce. All right. Now, kind of using the other side. You can't really tell. It's going to be the lighter because I don't really want to make it darker when I'm trying to make it lighter here by using the same side. So you see that? It looks good. The contouring. And that's making your skin look brighter in the areas that it should. Kind of almost look like you're glowing with the concealer. Your nose, you're making it look more pulled in and snatched, honey. Yes. Period. Like my daughter, her friend would say, period. Hey, I'm a hip mom. They can say what they want to say. My daughter is 18, guys. She says that they don't say hip anymore, but you know what I mean. I'm a cool mom. Just because I'm a college student doesn't mean I can't say period. So we're going to get all this blended in nicely. And then we are going to continue on. Now, we don't want the lashes to wait too long because they will dry and you'll be adding more glue. So I'll try to attempt to put one on in front of you. Sometimes they act right, sometimes they don't. But we'll see if they'll act right for you today. Okay, so I'm gonna hold it like this. And I'm going to just kind of plop it on there. Sometimes I use my fingers, sometimes I use the thing. I like my fingers a lot. You can already tell. I use them a lot. They're your tools. They're your natural tools, the ones you've had all your life. So they're the ones that you're used to the most. Instead of all these brushes and tools that hold them for you. It's like my fingers want to do the work because They know that they can get the job done. Okay. Nice. What do you think? So impressive. All right, I'm gonna pop the other one on. See if this one acts like it's got some sense too. This one also did a good job. Yay. Must mean this is my first day, my first channel, my brand new channel. What you guys think? I think they're absolutely gorgeous as usual. The quality is freaking amazing. You can wear them at least 20 times. 25, 30, I would go so far to say. I'm a huge fan. I mean, huge. So, I mean, I would definitely, if you're looking for a good quality lash, So Chanel is your guy. Okay? I don't know about much other ones. Now, I did actually try something on my lash, guys. I'm trying to get it out right now. I did just recently try this one I kept seeing on Facebook. And it was the Book of Lashes. I messed up my eyeliner. Put a little bit of that in there again. Yes, much better, honey. Yes. I love the red and the sunset and the purple coming through and that orange feeling myself. Can you tell I'm feeling myself? But there's this new lash company that has a lash book. It's actually a book, guys, okay? So I just couldn't pass it up, so I had to give it a shot. So when you open the book up, it's full of lashes. Now, you see I've used a couple that I haven't put back. A lot of them I was able to put back, but there's lashes in here, a whole book of them. I want to say it's called Celeste. Celeste? Don't let me tear up somebody's name, but yes. So, guys, continuing on. Let's do some blush. I'm a blush girl. This is going to be a MAC. This one is, it's Old Jaw. Amberling Rose, okay? So I'm going to put a little bit of that. Ooh, I love it. On the other side. Ball of the cheeks and upwards. All right. And then I also have one of my favorite highlighters, Anastasia Beverly Hills, Amarise. And I'm going to put that on top of the blush there. See? It's golden. Now that gives you the glow you need. Yes. I'm going to take this brush, the lighter, smaller brush. I'm going to go up with it. See that glow? That's amazing. It looks wet. It's so glowing. Put a little bit on the bridge of your nose. Cupid's bow. A little on your chin. Maybe a little up there. Okay. How do I look? Now, we can't forget lips, right? All right. So, one of my favorite lip liners is going to be your MAC which is Night Moth. All right, and a nice red. Gotta do red to get that nice living my best life pulled out. All right. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna lip line. Excuse me. I like to rub it in a little bit. Don't worry, because the red is going to cover up that. But that way it's not so sharp of a lip, of a line. All right. And this is, sorry, this is Wet n Wild. Like Wet n Wild, you remember going to Walgreens, Wet n Wild was so cheap, but it's a good product too if you're getting the right things from there. I like the Wet n Wild cat suit. It's a liquid cat suit. And this one is the color Behind the Bleachers. Ooh la la. And it's red, but not like bam in your face red. It's more of a subtle red, but still red. You'll see. And it's a matte. And they stay really well on your lips. And it's not the kind of dry where it's like chipping off or crumbling. I've had problems with a lot of reds where they get so dry and brittle that your lips literally feel like crumbs when you get done. And that's not attractive. And I mean, with those kind of reds, you just have to use a primer. Now, so then I wanted to put a little bit of the eyeliner under the eye. I mean, not eyeliner. Some of the same colors under my eyes that I was using on top. I have this little bitty mini brush that I can use to do that. Start off with a little bit of the yellow, which is the No Joke. You just kind of drag it under your waterline there. I'm going to do the other side as well. In fact, I'm going to add a little bit more yellow at the top with this brush too. Can always add, believe me, it will not hurt. Then I'm going to go ahead and do the Feeling Myself. Same brush. And we'll do a little bit of the Not My Journey. Kind of see it under there. All right. Then a little bit of living my best life. Looks really nice. I like it. You see it close up? What do you think? Please leave comments down in the bottom. Let me know what you think. Hopefully in the next one I'll be a lot quicker, guys. Like I said, this is my first one. I appreciate you guys coming and watching my channel and all the support and love. And I think that we are going to do one last thing. Now that we have all this together, we're going to add our earrings. I'm going to show you my shirt a little bit so you can see all the colors I got. See? So go with my shirt. Here goes the rest of the colors. You got purple and red and blue and orangey colors. So your eyes are matching totally. And I'm going to go ahead and add my earrings, which are going to be these red earrings. That should go nicely with it. I can get them on. Thanks for your patience with me, guys. Like I said, I'll be faster next time. But we're going to add our earrings here. Next time we might do something with glitter. I have a lot of glitter. For the summer, glitter is fun. But yeah, it's a fun little look we're going to have with our red. And now we're adding our red earrings to go with all the red going on. I don't know, is that too much? Too much red going on? I think it's okay. Might be too much though with all the colors in my eyes. I might just have to go silver or gold, but what you think? All right. Check out the profile. All right. Now, you guys, I'm so upset that I did not get the Jeffree Star Bloodlust palette that just came out, but hopefully he'll be restocking soon. So instead, I got my wonderful Jaclyn Hill palette, Volume 2, which I loved, and we had fun with that and all the different colors that we used. But I also got my first Jeffree Star product ever is his Set and Refresh Mist Starberry Scent Spray. So I'm going to use this to go ahead and set the makeup that I just did. I hope you guys like this beat I pulled off and that you like it, or if you want to see something different, or if you want me to talk about something different, if you want to know things, if you have questions, I'm going to leave everything down in the comment section. What I did, the colors I used, the products, everything I'll put down there in the bottom. And I also just would love for you guys to comment, like, subscribe, all those wonderful things. And I'll have a next video. I'm going to go ahead and start posting consistently so that we can get to know each other better, have a good time, and get some beats going. All right? So one last spray and then we're out of here. We're going to spray with our Jeffree Star Set Refresh Mist Starberry Scent Spray. Okay? So here we go. You guys have a wonderful time today, whatever you're doing in your life. And I'll see you next time on Tiff's Beauty Minutes. Tiff J's Beauty Minutes. Use this. I have a fan for this. I better use it next time. All right. That's it, guys.